As marketplaces, we face lots of challenges, but one of the big ones in the very beginning is the chicken, the egg, or cold start problem. So how did you initially solve for this with that AirVet?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I would love to have so much more insight on how we solved the cold start, but the answer is we got really lucky. Um, the answer is, I think for a lot of success with startups, it's just a mixture of preparation and timing and a whole lot of luck. Our luck, if you want to look at it that way, because it wasn't lucky for a lot of people in a lot of ways, but we launched AirVet out of our pilot um, about 90 days before COVID hit. So the way we were building first, the cold start is we said, well, how do you get thousands of doctors on a platform without millions of patients? And how do you get millions of patients without thousands of doctors, right? Especially if it's an on-demand service. So what we did is we said, well, let's go to the supply side first, because it doesn't matter how many pet parents you have. If you don't have any vets helping them, then it doesn't matter. So we decided to go to the supply side first. So we were selling AirVet into hospitals, vet hospitals, so that they could use telemedicine with their own clientele, their own clients and patients. They could use it. We were doing about 18 demos a month for that. And we were building and selling at the same time, as it tends to be. So selling a lot of features we didn't have, but mostly to listen to the market about what they wanted, like what did vets want. Sometimes people asked for things or demanded things that they had to have, and then we built it and they didn't use it. And that's a very frustrating thing. And we happen to have a whole separate session on that. But that happens. It's very frustrating because you spend a lot of money and time and end resources building things the market says it wants, and then you build it and then they don't use it. Um, but when COVID hit, 90 days after, we went from doing 18 demos a month to doing 100 a day. It was just insane. So that built our whole vet network because veterinarians had no choice but to adopt very quickly, like literally overnight, virtual care tools because pet parents were no longer allowed physically in the office. So they had no choice. And AirVet was the one in the space. So we were very lucky and we brought thousands of vets on in a very short period of time. And like literally a few months after that, we closed a Series A that Canvas Ventures led. And they've been fantastic to work with. But yeah, that was the cold start problem is we just got really, really lucky.